So, I don't know if I'm the only one noticing this, but we live in this increasingly cynical age where love has been distilled into algorithms of data and reduced to nothing more than dopamine. Nothing more than neurotransmitter dopamine. Check. Anyway. So imagine that, right? Love is same thing as a cokehead on a coke binge, right? Anyway. I might not look like it, but I am a jailbird. Actually, I've done some time in jail, and I recently just got out. And go me, right? Yeah, criminals. Anyway, I'm not a criminal. It was a false imprisonment, I swear. So, when you're in jail, you have an abundance of time. Honestly, besides the cot you're assigned, the spork you're given, time is the only thing that's yours. And one thing that makes time go by a lot faster is conversation. So, cellmate to cellmate conversation, it's very, very similar to therapy. You know, I don't know him, he doesn't know me, but we're in the same situation. We're both locked up, right? So, talking to my cellmate, he was so smart. He was actually in jail for check fraud. He had these holographic films, magnetic ink, starts with paper. It was insane. But besides all that, he was a very old soul. He had a lot to tell. And talking to him, I found myself, he wasn't miserable. He wasn't unhappy. Like, he wasn't happy with the situation he was in, obviously, being incarcerated, but he didn't hate himself. And I asked him, I said, I'm upset. Like, how are you not upset? And he said, honestly, comparing yourself to other people is the worst thing you can do. And he explained the power of comparison to me. He said, social media promotes this. You're going through Instagram, you're going through Facebook, Twitter, and you're comparing everyone's highlight reel to your behind-the-scenes footage. And you're comparing these apples to oranges, and you think they're bananas. Like, you shouldn't be doing this. And this comparing, it transcends past the social media into your everyday life. The lower you scroll through those pages, the lower your perceived self-worth becomes. So I said, listen, bud, how do I stop? How do I help myself? And he said, just stop comparing yourself to other people. And a lot of people underestimate the power of an idea. An idea is a seed, and if you plant that idea in the right spot and give it a little bit of nourishment, it can potentially grow into something great. It all starts with something small. What do you want to do? What do you want to become? How do you want to feel? And something that's small that can grow big. And that's exactly what I did. Once the mind is stretched by a new idea, it can never return to its original position. And since I planted this seed, and I've realized that maybe I was comparing myself a little too much, this and that. I've lessened my social media usage, and in turn lessened my comparing. And it has helped a lot. I'm a lot happier person than what I was when I was scrolling through these pages, looking at, X, Y, oh, he's on vacation, I can't do that. So, I had more to say, but I forgot. But, I'm just going to end that here. I don't have anything else to say.